for the D2 race.
Yeah. Right, we're live. We are live.
The Austrian Grand Prix.
Indeed, and it looks very sunny, which is unusual for D2. I'm wondering if that means that there's not going to be any any problems with the rains, which is what we were kind of suspecting there might be.
Hopefully, they just wants to go to D3.
Oh no, I really don't want rain. I don't want rain. We're due rain as well, but no, this looks, unless weather really changes, this looks completely dry. Don't know if anyone can help us out and let us know what the weather's like. It's gonna be hard, Sarja. Well, yeah, it's gonna be hard because you're racing loads of quick people, Sarja. But that's not really the spirit, is it? Come on. I'm eating still. Greasy hands. What's this guy? But yeah. What? Any early predictions at all?
I'm gonna say, I want to say V5 for pole, because you know he's my favorite driver. I'm not biased, but I don't know, because I see some people that I've never seen before here.
Yeah.
Matching.
Right. Okay.
Not familiar with.
Peter is a very old driver, from my understanding. I'm following on board with him as he's likely to be the first person to set a lap. He raced in the league quite a while ago. He uses medium TC. I think he might even still use auto gears. And I think he's going to absolutely dominate everyone around here. If I'm honest.
He seems to be on auto gears.
Yeah, he's very quick, believe it or not. Very, very, very quick. As we follow him around. I think it'll be close between him and Yari. Oh no, Yari's not here, is he? No, Yari's not here. Everyone mainly going out on the ultra softs, except Harry, J. Cole, and Caesar. Yeah, it could be interesting, this actually. But a good lap round here. I wouldn't have
expected anyone to use the softs, honestly.
It's interesting.
Just want to have a banker lap, because I don't really see a strategy with the softs in the race.
I think maybe they're just using them as a banker to do the supers, but I think Peter may have invalidated. He may have invalidated. I don't know. You look very wide for a corner, but he still seems to be pushing. Yeah, he'd be lucky not to get that invalidated as well. Wow. Okay, it was a set lap. 103.977. That's very quick. I would suggest pole would be in the region of 103.7.
103s. Maybe a 102.
102. Ooh, that would be. Yeah, V5 104.9. RJ with a very good lap on St Andrews weekend in his blue helmet, as Waluigi picks up a 14.4. You guys celebrate St Andrews Day in Romania, don't you?
Yeah, we had a free day yesterday.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. I was just obviously because we know it as a Scottish celebration. But
well, I mean, Christianity, loves to have a lot of saints, and us Romanians have a lot of free days, just like this one, dedicated to saints. But the main event is actually today. It's Romania's birthday.
Oh, okay.
We're officially 100 years old today, so happy birthday, Romania.
Happy birthday. Sarja has retired. I don't know what's happened with Sarja. Caesar has left the session, so we've got V5 and 104.8. These were a lot slower than what I was anticipating, but I would guess a lot of D2.
He'll come back.
Yeah, a lot of D2 will always improve. I think during the course, I was practicing with. Funny enough, I was practicing with Yari and V5. Yari was practicing for this, and never actually didn't realise he wasn't racing.
105.4 on the softs.
It's pretty good going, to be fair. It's difficult to know who's on a lap, if I'm honest with you. I don't think Tiggery will try with 2-lap-old tyres. I think Peter's in the pits. People are setting multiple laps, which is a bit confusing. J. Cole's not setting another one. I think everyone's having a bit of a lull, effectively. Shout out to RJ. It's a good lap. That's a very good lap, to be fair, but I think you'll have to improve on 104.3 to get second, I would suspect.
Peter just seems to be the quickest around here.
Yeah, I'd go with that. I think the biggest problem around here, though, is going to be how much time you lose battling. So, if someone on the softs can keep up relatively to the guys on ultras when the race starts, could be a very good plan, to be fair.
Well, that's a fair assumption, but you're still pretty far away if you start on softs, because you know the guys on the ultras are just gonna be so much quicker than you.
Yeah, definitely.
It'll be interesting to see the different strategies, because you know there are a lot of things you can try in Austria. There's not one strategy that definitely will work out.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think there are multiple ways to do this race, provided it's dry. Just following with.
Hopefully, for the entertainment value, hopefully it's not.
Yeah, no, I think that would be good. It's always fun to have a wet race. Yeah, J. Cole is out on the supers. Following around with White's Way Y, who I think is about to start his lap, who is on the softs. So you're not going to damage the leaders with this lap, but it'd be good to see if he can get a nudge ahead of J. Cole, who set at 105.4.
Matching seems to be pushing really hard on this lap.
Okay, we'll follow around with Matt. Ooh. Follow around with Mackin. A couple of new drivers here, really, actually.
Mackin or Matching?
I don't know. Adventures. Ooh, he's. Ooh. I don't know if that'll invalidate it. Oh, yeah.
That's definitely invalidated.
Yeah. Has he got? He's got enough ERS to go again. But whether he wants to or not, I don't know. But following around with White's YY, who did a 16.25, which I think is quite a good lap, actually. We've got 15 viewers. Give us a shout if any predictions, or we've got Neo commenting that Peter did race in season 15. I don't remember him. We were around then. 105.350 for White's YY. That's a very good lap on the softs. A very good lap.
A tenth quicker than J. Cole.
Yep.
On the same compound.
Who's going to be setting a lap on these supers? Somebody. MCR with a 105.1 on the ultras. So yeah, I think that would be. Yeah, the pace is a little less than I was anticipating, if I'm honest.
I mean, not to be cocky or anything, but I think the D3 can go in the low 105s or high 104s.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. I think this track's a bit of an equaliser. It seems to, because it's very short as well. I don't think the time differences between Peter's time, even someone, I think someone in D1 might struggle to get into the 102s. I can imagine that easily that there'll only be maybe.
I hope Peter gets in the 102s. That's what I said. That's why I'm you know, what I'm rooting for. 102.9 maybe. If he can set a 102.9, then I'll be happy.
So J. Cole comes round in a 104.898. That's a good lap, to be fair.
It's a very good lap on the supers.
I don't know what people are gaining by doing the supers, if I'm honest. But, you know, I don't know.
Getting ready for the race, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think it's a fairly easy one stop, if I'm honest. But
Well, again, it depends on how quick you are, because you can definitely pull off a two-stop if you're very fast. So you're not restricted to a one-stop if you want to win. This is what I like about Austria. It gives you the freedom of choice in terms of strategy.
We've got some love here, me and you. RJW, I actually miss racing against Mark and Robert. Both really nice people and also very clean drivers. We like that.
We appreciate that.
We do. We like to think we're clean anyway. Well, you are. I sometimes am.
RJ is really clean. And me too. So.
RJ had a particularly difficult time around here. I think in season 16. I think he got taken. I remember Did you get taken out as well in T1? I think that he didn't race for a very long time.
I didn't. I think that was in season
15. Yeah, actually.
Yeah. He had contact with Darius, I think.
Yeah. He's put that there as well. Yeah, Maka quite rightly points out that Peter is on medium TC. That could be interesting with his tyre wear in the race. It's the only point I would make. Maybe, I imagine actually, Peter might be forced into a two-stop. He backs out of that lap. Difficult to know who to follow, if I'm honest.
I mean, if Peter lowers his differential, I don't think he'll have any problems. Because he is really quick, so...
Yeah.
He won't have to push a lot on the race.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Mac has pointed out that this track is in Austria, which is very true. He's stolen one of your facts in the intro now.
Yeah, I have to search for another one now. Thank you, Maca. Just ruining my commentary, but that's fine.
So MCR is the only Spaniard in D2, I believe. Is Spaniard a correct term? I hope that's not insulting to Spanish people, but I don't know. Sorry if it is. It was in Gladiator, so I'll go with that. Going round, I don't know, this doesn't look that quick. Oh no, he backs out. People seemingly finding it hard. Tiggerby on 3-lap old ultras, taking it off-road. Not normally the sensible thing to do. Adventures Mackin is setting quite a quick lap, it seems, on these supers, and is in
hopefully
severe.
He can have a clean last corner.
If he keeps this, he will go fourth. He's on track to go fourth. That looks wide again. I don't know how you don't invalidate there. Yeah, goes fourth. Gain even more time.
6 on the super softs.
That's
a very good lap.
That's a very good lap, and that puts pressure. Neo seems to be under the impression that Peter did his lap on supers, but I didn't think he did. I don't know if there was a graphical issue, but
I think he was on the ultra softs.
Yeah, I thought that.
If he was on supers, then my 102.9 will come through for sure.
Yeah,
I'm happy about that. Hopefully Neo is right.
Yeah, I don't think it was on supers. 102 is not even TT possible, according to Neo. So that's interesting. That means Peter's pace must be very good, very good, and perhaps he belongs in Division 1.5 along with Yari.
Imagine
Tarek.
if that would happen. Just having a 4 division league.
Um, I think we kind of, in a way, we had it in season 16. Season 16, but I almost felt like we had 4 divisions anyway, in the 2 divisions, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. But if all of us just jump on online lobbies and we start asking people to join PRL, and we'll have 4 divisions in no time.
I think we easily could. I think as long as a few of the D1 guys, perhaps. The problem is, I think Division 1 is actually very fast compared to most other leagues. So we're rarely likely to get people at D1 pace. But it means that a lot of the new guys. So, for example, you've got Adventures Mackin, you've got Caesar, Sarja, and Peter, and RJ runs very wide there, and that might have been validated. They are all, and he's backed out the lap as well. But they're all very quick, but not quite D1 yet. So you have to think the growth will probably come in Division 2 and Division 3, and yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if people like the bottom half of Division 1 and the top half of Division 2 have their own little division, really, but not sure.
I'd love to see that. I'd love to see more people join and have some more diverse divisions.
Yeah,
because definitely. For example, in D3, most of us are, about the same. We kind of share races between each other.
Yeah, although Rick Rich did some stats, and actually Division 2 is the closest division, which doesn't surprise me. Yeah, we have, I think Division 3 and Division 1 have people that are very quick, like Send It and Mitch, and they are kind of outliers, and then we have outliers as well, some of the slower guys in Division 3, which perhaps make it look a bit wider, but I'd say the top 10 in Division 3 is very, very close. Tiggerby goes quicker and does actually jump J. Cole into 10th, MCR in 11th. I don't know, it's so hard to follow at the moment, I'm really sorry. V5 does go quicker, but it is not enough. Ouija goes 2nd.
Let's see what Peter does.
What is Peter going to do? This is quick. Yeah, improves.
1:38.
Luigi is the last man around the track, I think. And Luigi is in 2nd. Can he do enough? I can't see it. I can't see it. Everyone seems to be retiring.
It'd be good to see, but I don't think he'll get it.
Big lock up. Big lock up.
But that's just what he does.
He does, doesn't he? he does. He's a big fan of brake dust. Big fan of brake dust. That
should be invalidated right there.
He's still going. He's still got the ERS on full blast. Whether he's just doing it for a little bit of entertainment or not, I don't know. But it doesn't seem. Oh,
it looked to be outright. Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, he slows down.
That was a fairly clean qualifying session.
Yeah, no, it's so hard to follow in such a small track, but I think that's it, isn't it? Is everyone must be done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people on super softs. That's interesting.
Can anyone just confirm that the race is completely dry? Because that seems. Wow.
Well, don't spoil it. No. We could have had a surprise.
I don't know. Yeah, I won't read it out, but at least we all know where we are. Okay.
Right. There you go. Let's call it that. You can just pull up your facts now.
I can pull up my facts. I need to pull up my facts. Tarek is not a fan of it being all dry. He is not a fan of that. D3, I don't, you know, everything is completely random in a sense, but I do feel like it now just feels even more likely that D3 is going to have rain. But no, Peter in first, the only man to break into the 103s. Luigi in second. RJW with the Romanian Scottish alliance of the St Andrews weekend in third, closely followed by V5. So Yari is going to be a very, very big Peter fan, we feel, in his absence, because he definitely doesn't want Luigi or YHYY to get...
Why isn't he a V5 fan then?
He could, well, yeah, true. He could be a V5 fan as well, because V5 is probably a little bit further behind in the title race. Oh, I need to put the... we didn't put the live stream in the chat. That's my fault. Okay. So, could be interesting this. Who has the tyre advantage in the sense of who? So you'd, well, Army actually slipped under the radar a bit, coming in fifth.
I didn't even notice Army.
No, I didn't. Kind of went under the radar. Harry starting on the softs, which is a good call. I'm not sure why MCR and Sarja elected for the supers, really. But intriguing.
Wait, did you just post the link in the D2 chat?
I did.
Shouldn't you get a penalty for that?
No, we weren't racing. Oh, don't try and get me in trouble.
Well,
Do
I mean,
that,
you know,
do that.
I do whatever I can to catch up to you in the championship.
Hopefully, hi, Team Wolf is with us. Hi, Team Wolf. Someone who's been practicing with us, and yeah, just waiting on. Probably going to be another D3 driver at some point as well, so that'd be quite cool. If he can perhaps have a look at the rules and make sure that blue flags are acknowledged. But yeah, just needs to look at his online racecraft a bit. Tiggerby will help.
Tell us your facts.
My facts for Austria. It is a race that's been on the calendar for on and off since the mid-century, effectively, on a slightly elongated section. But now it's lights out, so let's forget all that, and we will go. Peter gets a very good start. Now Luigi struggled, but I think RJ did a bit.
RJ a good start as well.
Oh, let's have a look at how clean this is. Unbelievable. I think they all get through T1. Unbelievable.
That's something you won't see in D3.
No. RJ putting a lot of pressure on
RJ
Luigi.
Pushing up for second.
Yeah, surely gets it done. Ooh, this could be a bit... Without DRS, that could be difficult.
Second battle for second.
Luigi seemingly... Don't know. Wanted the inside line for this corner, which isn't a bad shout, to be fair.
I honestly have no idea how Waluigi can be so quick and lock up so many times.
I know. Oh, and he seems to struggle. Seems to have struggled a bit. I'm wondering if he's running 10 ballast because that looked he's very on edge. Oh,
contact between RJ and Waluigi. That was unfortunate.
yeah. That looked to
RJ
be.
lost a bit of a swing with there.
That looked to be a yellow wing right there. RJ doesn't seem to have much luck round here as he himself seems to lose it a little bit on the traction out the corner. You have to feel
That's
V5.
really unfortunate for RJ.
I could see it, you know, when they went through, I think it's T6, I think it was, and you just saw Luigi's back end go. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me that it went again.
I mean, it wasn't his fault, but
no, not at all. YY gets the move done against Adventures Mackin. Up into 7th. Harry is holding off J. Cole and MCR, which is pretty damn good going, to be honest with you, on the softs. J. Cole
everybody's just so close.
Yeah, it's difficult to follow and following with V5, but it's very tough to take around here. It should get a little bit more interesting once DRS is activated, which will be now. Peter with a 1.0. Ooh, Waluigi's 7.9. That's a very good lap, to be fair. I think
Peter's put some distance between him and Waluigi, though.
I think he's going to have to.
1.4 seconds.
I don't think it's a very easy one stop with medium TC.
I think he can pull it off. He's definitely managing his tires right now.
Okay. Ooh, RJ with a big block up as well.
I think Waluigi will have to stop. He's locked up a lot of times.
And his rear end seems to be going everywhere. I think his tyre temperatures might become a problem before his tyre wear. V5 is all over the back of RJW. I think RJW is creating a bit of a train here, if I'm honest with you, all the way down to YY.
V5's probably gonna try a move in the first corner. Has DRS. And he manages to overtake RJ.
Ooh, give him room. Yeah, very clean by
RJ puts a
V5.
bit of a fight though. J. Cole picks up a 3-second time penalty. He's the first of probably, I would say, many to get a penalty.
We missed
Austria
Mackin.
is so unforgiving. It's Canada 2.0.
Yeah. We've missed Mackin. Looked like he must have had quite a big off by the looks of it.
RJ is fighting for third. Doesn't want to let V5 go.
Well, at the moment, Army gets past Caesar. I was literally about to say Caesar would be very happy with how close he is to the ultra soft runners, but yeah, I mean all of them really, all of them, even Tiggerby and Sarja, and Harry must be very happy, although he just gets taken by.
Harry's losing places.
Yeah,
That was a big mistake there. I want to see if Harry is going to go for the one stop.
yeah.
Because if he does, he's going to have a big advantage on
YY and
the other
Caesar
guys at
have
the end.
just absolutely clattered each other. YY is out. I just caught that. I was riding on board.
Caesar has half a front wing just completely destroyed.
But at least he has one more wheel than YY. Unfortunately.
That's unfortunate for YY.
Oh wow, virtual safety car. Okay. Interesting. What do the guys... It's too early. Peter, this could be a golden opportunity for Peter if he's not... Or anyone that's doing a two-stop.
I want to see what RJ does at the end of the VSC, because he can get closer to V5. As we saw, he doesn't want to let go of that position.
It's going to
pit. Third.
Him and V5 pit. I wonder if V5's got damage as well somehow. Who else is pitting? Why are people pitting? Like on the...
Most of the Ferraris are in the pits.
No,
That's unfortunate for Ferrari.
Oh gosh, yeah. V5 doesn't have any
Harry
damage.
had to wait for Jake also to change his front wing as well.
Oh, not the best. Not the best for those guys. I'm obviously a Team Ferrari supporter. Okay, Neo seems to be a big RJ fan. This is now... Well, Tiggerby has just inherited the world.
I can picture Tiggerby's grin again.
Tiggerby's quick round here though. In Division 2 last year, him and Switchblade, who no longer races due to internet issues, but I hope to see him back at some point. They were the quickest in the race by a long way in the dry. In Division 2, beating off V5 and Luigi. So
where did you finish in the race?
BA. I actually got 10th, thank you. Because I actually, even though I DNF'd...
Well, you got a point?
Yeah. I beat all the lapped cars.
Wow. Wow. I very much benefited from your crash with Car Cannon.
Oh dear. Bad memory. Bad memory.
That's a really good memory for some of us. I was nowhere in that race and I finished 6th. Oh. Just because you two had some fun.
Oh, it was so bad. It's so bad. Oh, it's just, honestly, not even his fault. Shout out to Car Cannon. Actually, Harry's out. Harry's retired. It's a DNF for Harry. So
I'm not sure what happened. I don't think he crashed.
I wonder if he just gave up. Maybe not.
That could be it, because he had a very unfortunate start to the race. Lost a lot of time in the pits as well.
Tiggerby with a time pen. Oh, Car Cannon. 1 more hour. 1 more hour, old school. I'll be waiting for you. Lovely. Lovely. Oh, that
V5 107.0.
Harry is causing an absolute problem because his car has just stopped. It's ghosted now, but I think he did hit a barrier because his car was stopped on track out of T1.
Oh yeah, I just saw it. The car looks alright though. I'm not sure.
Yeah, bit of an unusual one. No real battles on track really.
And coming back to what Car Cannon said to you, I really expect Car Cannon to make me proud and take a podium around Austria today.
It's only 8 corners, isn't it? Or 9, or maybe 10, I don't know. So he doesn't have much to learn on the no assists.
Well, I guess since there's not really any more action on track, you can continue with your facts.
Adventures Mackin gets a time penalty. It used to be known as the A1 ring, it's now the Red Bull ring. And if you look here, riding on board with Sarja, the track used to carry on there, and you can kind of see it. And the other section was very, very quick, and they were actually thinking about bringing it back. But and they started building on it, but the FIA and Herman Tilke decided that it didn't have enough square corners and didn't have a twirly little corner that goes on forever, so got rid of it, allegedly. But the first half of that is true. Michael Schumacher was very, very prevalent around here from memory. I don't know how much he won, but he won lots. Let's just say lots. Let's go with lots. That's a good number. And
well, you know what? I actually know that in the recent era, Nico Rosberg is the most successful with 2 wins, and Alain Prost is actually the most successful driver around Austria.
Yeah, I woke up 15.
I got my facts right.
I woke up 15 minutes before this race started, so I'm really sorry. I was very unprofessional. I've been doing. Oh, as Sarja is.
I didn't look for excuses at Canada.
As Sarja is all over the back of Tiggerby.
Tiggerby.
Yeah.
Tiggerby locks up. You know what? I have a fact. Austria is actually one of my favorite countries in Europe. There you go. I just said it.
Okay.
And
Excluding
Vienna is my favorite European capital.
I have never had the pleasure of Austria, if I'm honest, but I've heard very good things. Very good things.
It's great. Yeah, it looks really, really nice, and yeah, the food is great.
RJ with a 3-second time penalty as V5 goes through on Mackin, but he has a lot fresher tyres, so that's not necessarily a surprise. All of the guys that... It's interesting because other than Tiggerby and Sarja, who are really having a battle here, Army with a 3-second time penalty. All the guys that tried a fancy strategy, effectively, it kind of backfired a bit, and it's given Luigi and Peter a lot of free air. Ooh, Sarja does a fantastic cutback. What a move.
Switch back.
That was a lovely move, to be fair, as Tiggerby does seem to be losing out on the tyres. Waluigi should go for the undercut.
Tiggerby won't do anything.
I think you're right, Neo. Waluigi should. I believe YHYY has posted. I caught that incident, and the problem is the desync in this game. We can't always use desync as an excuse, well, not you know, but as a reason. But it did look like YHYY got cut across a little bit and got collected by Caesar.
Ooh,
but
the DRS helps Tiggerby a lot.
yes, he should get it. Ooh, Sergeant. Oh,
That
very
was,
good. Did you not like that? Oh, I didn't think there was anything wrong with that.
I'm not sure about that. Kind of moved twice there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's difficult when you go down the middle, because that's what he did. Any subtle, especially on that, the way the track kind of seems to just slightly meander.
Yeah, and you're tempted to start moving at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, planting your car in the middle of the track's not always the worst idea, to be fair, especially around here because it's quite narrow. But you have to be careful not to, like you say, move twice.
I think that was fine, but he had moved a little bit further to the left, and Tiggerby would have had to start braking earlier, and it would not have been fair.
Luigi is two-stopping.
Well, I've said it before.
I know.
She just continued. Oh, Tiggerby gets into the back of Sarja, and Sarja is out of the race.
Well, we did warn that something could happen. The lap before, we both seem to be quite good here. Predict. Ooh, riding on board with Army. He's a brave man. Lucky that ghosted. Wow.
Tiggerby just seemed like he didn't want to move.
Really weird.
I was on board with him, and he didn't really move at all. Just went into the back of Sarja. Could have been desync. I mean, you said we shouldn't use that excuse for every contact, but
if you know there's desync though, if you know there's desync in this game, and you're going up behind someone, like, don't go directly behind them, because you could wreck both your races. That's I mean that's my take on it. You can, if you know it's there, it's not like a sudden surprise, is it, that desync exists in this game? Like, Luigi
just bid it for the softs.
Yeah, no one's doing a two-stop. I don't think. Sorry, Caesar gets I think Caesar gets another 3 seconds. Luigi.
And Caesar retired actually.
Oh wow.
Oh.
And Mackin.
Mackin retires as well.
What happened there?
Right out of the last corner.
Peter needs to get past RJ and Army, who are having their own little battle, which we're riding on board. through Peter's point of view. RJ gets the move done on Army, but Luigi will be praying that they can keep Peter behind.
I don't think they'll manage.
Well,
Peter is right into the back of Army.
The gap's down to a second. The gap is less than a second now. He needs to... Well, he needs to start making moves.
He can't really do much though, because Army has DRS on RJ, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be difficult to catch him.
Now Luigi has got DRS on Peter as well. Army takes the inside. Ooh, bit of contact. Army went a bit deep there. Loses it under traction, and Peter gets the move
Good
done.
move by Peter. We only have 8 drivers left in the race.
Adventures Mackin sees his car parked on the apex and didn't ghost. Sarja saying, looked like I kind of blocked in the stream, but for me he was desynced. Again, yeah, you know, it's a problem in the game. It is a problem, but I don't know. I don't think that was necessarily Sarja's fault. I don't know. I have to look at the...
It definitely wasn't Sarge's fault.
No,
It's gonna be another 3-second time penalty. V5 is definitely gonna overtake Tiggerby in this lap.
Yeah, we'll ride on forward with V5. This will be... Ooh, V5 just not good enough on the traction there. Out that corner.
The DRS is, again, helps you a lot. Ooh, Tiggerby is not backing out.
Peter gets the move done on RJ. And now Luigi still has all that to do. You would think this is Peter's race now, really.
I mean, it was from the start.
Ooh,
Let's be honest.
see, I don't like that. Tiggerby took a very wide line with V5 right behind him. I don't like that. He could have easily collected V5 on the way into the pits. I don't mind people doing...
Tiggerby seems to be so stubborn in this race.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed. Not necessarily a a great quality. Now Luigi gets through on Army under DRS. Very
Army
comfortably.
comes back though.
Oh, RJ
Back
losing
out.
it. RJ nearly losing it out of T3 as it is, because the little kink is apparently T2. Tiggerby is 7th and has MCR for company, who is about to overtake him unless something strange. I think there could be some contact here. There
Again,
would have been.
Tiggerby just does not want to leave enough space there.
No, not at all. So I mean, what's the state of play? I mean, net first is obviously Peter, net second is Luigi. I think V5 and RJ are going to have to stop again. So, Army
Well,
might have to.
the only real game changer would be a safety car.
I think, you know what? I genuinely think that Tiggerby could be net third, down in 7th.
But we know he's not stopping,
Yeah,
so
because I can't see how Army and J. Cole are going to get those tyres to the end. Maybe I'm wrong, but
the thing is, if Tiggerby just keeps on, you know, racing like he has been racing in this race, then he might be in trouble, because for me it looks like he's too dangerous. I think he was really lucky during his encounter with Sarja to not get damage as well.
Yeah. It was very reminiscent. It was very similar to the crash that me and Carl Cannon had, in different circumstances, but the way that it was pretty much the exact same place. And
Yeah,
the leading driver went into the barrier, and the one behind not necessarily got away with it scot-free, but we're riding. This is an interesting little train now. We've got Peter seems to be struggling on these tyres because Luigi has closed the gap quite significantly. I'm wondering if it's a DRS train a little bit, because if he's keeping with RJ, who's got DRS, and then Luigi's picking up that DRS, I'm wondering if that's kind of bringing...
That definitely helps.
Especially on such a small track, because, I mean, there's such a big percentage of this track that's actually DRS.
I still think that Peter is not showing us his full potential, and he just wants to manage his tires for as long as he can.
Yeah, maybe, actually. I really feel like Stone Cold Steve Austin or John Cena's going to come out after a 30-second countdown and enter this Royal Rumble, because it seems like it is last man standing, as people are saying.
Yeah. That's fair. It was a good race, though.
Yeah. So
it's interesting because we still have this this battle for the podium.
Definitely. This will be interesting to see where Tiggerby comes out in all of this as well. If he can keep it.
Not a big lockup by Waluigi. Gets past RJ.
RJ's just not very good on the traction out of T2, if this is realistic. We have a Japanese follower writing in Japanese. I'm guessing that's Cloudy, because it's the only one absolutely mental enough to write in Japanese on a PRL broadcast. So I hope you're okay, Cloudy, and get well soon. V5...
You shouldn't assume it's Cloudy.
Well, probably not. But RJ's tyres are cooked, and he looks to be coming in.
He is gonna stop.
V5 on Tiggerby. Pray for V5.
So this is so mesmerizing, just watching V5 try to catch Tiggerby again.
Oh, someone's pit. RJ.
Because you literally have no idea what's gonna happen.
No, this is the Tiggerby Straight, as it's being temporarily named. Caesar, I didn't make contact with White. Oh, V5 going down the outside. Good room from both, and I think. Oh wow,
really clean through there. Tiggerby on the traction.
Yeah, Tiggerby must have. Does Tiggerby have DRS? I'm wondering if he does. Oh, that for me was very
went
squeezy.
Into V5 there a bit.
That was a bit squeezy. Ooh, careful V5, you've got much fresher tyres. Well, not fresher, but you've got much better tyres. You don't want to do what RJ did.
Well, I mean, they are fresher. He just stopped.
Yeah, true. Ooh, don't want to go. Yeah, good idea. Goes for a cutback, which is actually a very, very, very astute idea. You don't go too abreast.
Probably a warning for V5, I would say.
Tiggerby loves the inside line. He's not ever giving that up for love nor money.
Oh, that man can defend.
The thing is, though, if you, the problem is also I don't think people trust him enough to do this. But see, V5 has so much room, and Tiggerby takes it and a little bit more, but V5 manages to get it done. We've kind of ignored, well, not ignored, but sidestepped a little bit that Luigi is really now on Peter.
Is Peter actually trying, or
maybe he doesn't want to go into D1, and he's heard us basically say he's got this race wrapped up.
Because, you know, you get pole position, you're a lot quicker than the others, but you lose a lot of time in the race, so it doesn't really make sense.
Luigi makes the move. Could have 10 ballast. He could have a very quality heavy setup that perhaps isn't as raceful. Oh, what a lovely cutback there. What a lovely move. To give you another 3 seconds.
Oh, contact.
Well held by Peter. In some ways, I'd call that move of the day. I don't know how he didn't spin his car.
I think Waluigi could have backed out. He wasn't entitled to have more space there, but he tried to make the best of it, and he hit the back of Peter. So again, that's good from both of them.
Yeah, definitely. Right on board with RJ. He's going to try and take MCR into the 7th. Ooh, RJ seems to be really struggling out of the corners on traction, but still manages to get the move done.
When will Army and J. Cole stop?
They're going to try not to, I would suspect. But yeah, shout out to Mitch. 30 viewers. That's what happens when you get the D3 guys involved. Yes. No,
yeah.
It's not.
We have our fans.
We do.
Take them with us.
We do. All around the world.
Yeah, including Japan.
Including Japan, yeah. Whoever that guy is.
Who's probably not cloudy, but still.
Sensei Bloons, I'm going to call him. Caesar says, I didn't make contact with YHYY, but he got collected and we both crashed. YHYY saying, probably the game being shitty, not blaming Caesar. So
yeah, another desync.
Yeah, they seem to be. But Sargers and J. Cole.
J. Cole's finally hitting.
So
will Army go to the end?
It'd be some art. I think you need. I think the natural life of the tyres is about 24 laps, maybe 26, maybe. I think, to be fair, I don't know. I think it could be incredibly tight to get that done.
He's losing a lot of time to V5 though, so I'm not sure if
it could be. Yeah, it could be irrelevant, to be honest with you.
Of this podium.
I think he needs to pit anyway. I'd smash on the ultras because you're actually going to lose more time, I think, at this point by staying out anyway. It's not even like you're holding it, you know. I don't think the value's there. I think we're just going to have to ride with Luigi because
Going out for another lap.
he's obviously going to try and go the whole way. Maybe he's really good with his tyres, but it's going to be a struggle. Peter, if there's any ring rust, you know, there's a concept in boxing about ring rust. It's when you've been out of competitive action for quite some time. And
not to look up by Waluigi.
But Peter is just so good on the traction out of that corner. That's probably, he seems to be so good, and he's saved and gained so many positions on that corner. Oh, no, Luigi again with the lockup. Oh, thank goodness he goes on the outside. That's a great move. I hope these two don't take each other off because it would be such a shame. Oh, no, Luigi. Peter went a bit wide as well. We should check the penalties. I haven't seen either get any penalties, but
I don't think they have. The rest of them, I think all of them have.
God, there's a lot of. Blimey. No, Luigi might have a pen. I think he's one away from a pen, but I can't. Is Peter's name even here? Peter's got one warning, I think, and Luigi has 2.
So that means Peter is not pushing.
Yeah, it could mean that, to be fair. I think to only get 1 penalty around here is very difficult. J. Cole is going to be a man on a mission. Where do we reckon J. Cole can come? Because he's got...
I think he can catch MCR.
Oh, he can definitely catch MCR. I think he could catch... I'll be honest with you. I think if he can take MCR quickly I think he could
Do you
even
reckon
get 5th.
he'll come next to Tiggerby?
I think whether he comes 5th on track or not, I haven't really noticed J. Cole's penalties as much, but I've certainly noticed Tiggerby's. So,
Jacobs, I'm sure he has a penalty, but Tiggerby has at least 6 seconds.
yeah, at least, yeah. I'm going to say J. Cole comes 5th in this race. Why not? There's a little bit of a subplot to follow.
That'd be great to see.
Well, this chap's watching the streaming for the first time, whoever this is. No, it's lovely to have you on board, whoever you are, in all seriousness. And thanks for watching. This is Division 2 of PRL. Yeah, and a very competitive race it is so far between two very experienced drivers. And like I was saying about the ring rust with Peter, if he's got any, you know, he's probably not been in this position for a while. I know he raced one or two races early in the season, but he's not had this kind of pressure in an F1 game. So I think he didn't play F1. It wasn't a case he joined another league or anything. It's a lot of pressure to have this. It's very easy to fold. But he's doing a very good job.
So you actually feel pressured when you're in first?
Not in Canada. In China, I was feeling very, very nervous. And Bahrain, because I'd never been first. Like, ever. So, yeah. I feel more...
Interesting. I feel more relaxed when I'm first, because I know that I basically have to focus on my driving and don't have to care about what the people in front of me are doing.
True. I suppose it's a bit like I tend to do okay when I'm on the front. It's Sebastian Vettel syndrome, isn't it? Very good at the front in a dominant car, but perhaps not so good in the midfield, which is pretty much me, if I'm honest. Not very good at
I almost never get the chance to actually be in front, so
oh, yeah,
I don't
Monaco.
really have that much experience. Yeah, that's it basically.
So RJ is catching Tiggerby. Jaco is very much catching MCR. V5 is very much catching Army. And Luigi is not letting Peter go. So there's still a lot to be done here. Gary telling me to leave.
Can definitely take the podium.
No, he's got to be the favourite, to be fair, you would say.
If Army manages to defend V5 for 6 laps on 24 lap old tires, then he's a god.
V5 needs to get past him fairly quickly, because you don't want to be behind him when those tyres might blow up. As J. Cole does get the move done quite easily there on MCR.
Ooh, that was close between V5 and Army.
These two are a little bit like Division 2's Vettel and Hamilton. Oh, Army's
And
gone.
Army spins, there you go.
That's his wheel, surely.
Definitely. 24 laps on the softs.
Yeah.
That's too much.
I think that would have been his...
If he had pitted for the ultras, you know, this wouldn't have happened, and I think he could have probably still been in the top 5.
Yeah.
And again, yeah, he has to come to the pits now.
And while Luigi's making a lot of headway on... I wonder, it's too late for V5, if there was a little bit of, like, you know, a 5-second cost, say, between Peter and Luigi, could bring could actually bring V5 back into it.
Nah.
No.
V5's too far away. There's no way. RJ's getting close to Tiggerby.
Good luck. Good luck.
I'm really hoping that Tiggerby doesn't do something foolish.
He's going to get a warning for that.
I'm honestly expecting some kind of contact between the two, but hopefully there isn't. any.
No, agreed. Agreed.
This should be easy for RJ with DRS.
Yeah. The only problem is though, Tiggery's going to get it up the hill. And it's a very, very, very good exit by Tiggery.
Good exit by Tiggery.
That's my only issue with that DRS zone. I feel like the activation point should be... Oh, what's Tiggery doing?
What? I think he didn't want to lock up. He knew he went in too far.
Mm. I feel like the activation point for the second, for the first PRL, for the first DRS zone.
The DRS zone, yeah, it's bad.
Yeah,
it's
silly.
really bad because the one on the start finish straight is just useless.
Yeah, effectively, like you don't actually want. You're probably better off letting someone through slightly. Canada has it right because Canada uses the activation point from the one before.
Yeah, and that's what should have happened for this circuit as well.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Gonna have to run.
Waluigi getting closer again.
Yeah, it's gonna be tight. And I was making a point about Army and V5. They are like Division 2's Vettel and Hamilton, in the sense that, considering that how closely matched they are, as Army picks up a 3-second penalty, how closely matched they've actually been on podiums and results over the last 2 or 3 seasons, really, with Army getting the better of V5 in season 15 and V5 getting the better of Army in season 16. They don't battle as often as you'd think they would. They like a bit like Hamilton and Vettel, even though, you know, the 2 dominant drivers of their era. Oh,
Waluigi, time penalty, and that's basically it, I would say.
Yeah, agreed.
It was a good race from Waluigi. He managed to beat it, to stay close to Peter, which I wouldn't have expected it. And, you know, because at the start Peter was just so quick, created a gap between him and Waluigi.
Yeah, absolutely. 18 valuable points for Waluigi though in this title race. Moves away from YHYY and pretty much everyone else, because Peter has not really driven that many races. So, you know, in the league standings, it's going to be a very valuable second place for him. He might not feel particularly great about it, because he'll probably be kicking himself that he's just not giving himself a shot there. But yeah, valuable for him, valuable for a potential title race. So,
V5 podium, I think we'll be quite happy with that.
Yeah, definitely. J. Cole should get 5th, I imagine. I'm not going to look at the penalties because there's so many.
Another 3-second time penalty by Tiggery, so that just confirms your statement. J. Cole 5th. Army, the unluckiest driver of the day.
You call yeah, I suppose in a way, but you know, you could have predicted that. I predicted it the lap before. I said hope V5 gets round him soon because those tyres will go. And lo and behold. But Neo, yeah, good shout. Look at my podium prediction. Okay, I will do. It sounds like you've got it bang on then. Where is it? Podium will be P1 Waluigi, P2 Peter, and P3 V5. Well, you didn't get it exactly.
Well, you know
right,
what? On track, this could actually happen. Waluigi.
Oh, the traction.
And gets past Peter.
Peter is Peter's pride. He's gunning for it. He's got no errs, which might just Peter. Don't battle him. Oh no. Ooh.
Well, Peter doesn't know that Waluigi has a penalty.
Obviously not.
So
Obviously not. Imagine if he gets picks up free. Ooh! Wow. Peter's obviously not.
you know what? Neo is probably just jumping right now.
Peter's obviously not a huge fan of me and you because he can't be listening to us. Peter with a 3-second penalty!
Time brought to you by Peter.
Another
What a nice What a finish the race.
Sorry for basically making animal noises for the last 4 seconds of that race, but I couldn't really do anything else. That is absolutely incredible.
Wow.
Wow. I don't really know what to say. For the first time ever. What a win. What a race.
And Waluigi probably broke something, either his chair or his monitor. Something has gone.
There'll be... Wow. Wow. The chat is
Jacob
alive.
Fourth.
Yeah,
Didn't even notice that.
Alexandru Armiana. Is that Coco?
No, he's not. It's another cousin of mine. Yeah.
Oh, it's another cousin of yours. Get him involved. More. We need more. We need more cousins. Come on. But no, he's La Multi Ani Romania. No idea. But shout out.
Yeah, that's happy birthday Romania in our language. So.
Oh, wicked.
Romania. There you go.
Snow. Not sure who Snow is, but Snow's a big fan. Luigi, I'm done. Oh man. RJDW. Happy with the result.
Such a great race.
V5 is definitely jumping up and down because someone else is going to be called a bottle job tonight in D2. Unbelievable. Oh. Wow.
How did that happen? And V5 is the only person to not get any penalties.
I'm speechless. I am speechless. Driver of the day.
I'm sweating right now.
Who do you reckon? From our point of view, I would go with.
I'd say Peter.
Oh, he's lucky though. He's lucky to be driving. Drove incredibly, qualified fantastically. Wow. Yeah, you can't really avoid Peter. Wow. Don't know. That was an incredible race, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like if Peter's listening or Waluigi's listening, if either of you want to quickly come on, that would be fun. That would be fun.
We still have some time before D3 starts.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
I'm shaking.
I genuinely couldn't. I can't believe that happened on that last lap. It seemed to just all kind of glide down. It seemed to all relax. I'm not sure Luigi's probably going to want to speak to us realistically, but Peter, yeah, Pete. I'm just going to ask him now. So Tiggerby has made a point that it's always V5 who I can race wheel to wheel with no issue. Okay.
Good racing by Tiggerby. Genuinely.
Yeah. Genuinely.
I think he was involved in the most, wheel to wheel battles in the race, and most of them ended up really clean.
Yeah, absolutely.
For J. Cole, great race for him. Finished 4th.
Absolutely.
RJ, congrats.
So we're going to invite Peter This will be the first ever. Am I even friends with Peter? I am. Wicked. Cool. So we're going to invite Peter. I don't think Luigi's going to want to speak to us. I don't blame him. I think Luigi's gone off to a very dark room.
Well, he's still in the lobby.
Or maybe. He's probably very far away from his PlayStation. I don't think he has the ability to turn it off. I feel like he's gone for a very long walk.
Yeah, that's not a bad guess.
Well, if you said to me there'd only be 8 drivers on the finish, I'd have thought maybe it wouldn't have been the most fun race to commentate, but actually it was very good. Yeah, shout out to J. Cole.
I still want rain in D3.
No, you're on your own. No rain, please. No rain. J. Cole, P4 after a bad start. I'll take it. Definitely. You cannot count that. Move of the day. Oh, no, Luigi doesn't want to chat. Fair enough. I don't blame you. RJW. Move of the day. What was move of the day? Obviously, RJW obviously did a move that he fancies. What was move? I think it was Peter when he did a cutback on Luigi.
Yeah, well, I was thinking about that, but it wasn't that impressive since Waluigi, locked up. I'm really not sure because most of them were about the same.
There's some good moves out there, really. Very good moves. Right, we'll just wait 1 more minute for Peter. Hopefully he can do this because we won't have too long. But I'd love to hear what it feels like to win by less than 1/10 of a second on the not even on the last corner, on the straight.
I wouldn't have thought that that's how we would end the race,
No, absolutely not. Yeah, unbelievable, but I don't know, we might have to call this broadcast a draw unless Peter gets here quick. He's probably celebrating. I think he's gone off, so I think we're going to call that a draw, but yeah, brilliant race. Thank you for the kind words, everybody. But we're only good at doing this according to you guys because of actually the way you guys drive, because it's fun to commentate on, to be fair. But yeah, I'll see you in about 15 minutes, and it better be dry.
No, it's gonna rain.
All right.
I'll just go outside and do the rain dance just before we start.
Cool. Thanks for listening, guys. Well drove, everybody. And I mean that as well. Everyone had some good moments in there, even some of the guys that DNF'd early. Yeah, it's a pleasure to commentate on. Goodbye all.